Hi, this is Sue Jackson of the Book by Book blog, and I'm here with another Friday Reads, a special edition Friday Reads for the holidays. As you can see, we are all ready for Christmas. My older son was home last week for a doctor's appointment, so we waited for him to decorate the tree all together like we used to, which was wonderful. It's one of our favorite traditions. As you can see, our tree is nothing that would appear in a home magazine or something. It is just a collection of ornaments that all have meaning to us. They all represent memories from childhood of friends and families. Lots of ornaments from our travels. We always pick something up wherever we're visiting. And when the kids were young, we took 3-week road trips every summer from our home on the East Coast out west. So we've got lots and lots of memories on this tree. So let's get to what I've been reading. I did finally finish Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I say finally, but I really never wanted it to end. Absolutely loved Sam and Sadie and this epic story of their friendship. It was wonderful. Beautifully written, in-depth characters, emotionally complex, just fabulous book. Definitely recommend that. And now, as part of my run-up to Christmas, trying to fit in all the books I got for gifts in the last year. Yeah, that's never going to happen, but I'm getting close. I am now reading Redhead by the Side of the Road by Anne Tyler. I mentioned to my family last year that I like Anne Tyler and that I had only read 3 of her books. And I was inundated with Anne Tyler books for Christmas, which was wonderful. This one, my son and his girlfriend gave me. And so I wanted to be sure to get to it before Christmas. Anne Tyler is always just so fun and relaxing to read. You just fall right into her world. I'm not very far in this one yet, but it is, as I think all of her novels are, set in Baltimore. It is about, I was interested to see this one has a male main character, which I think is unusual for the other ones I've read by her. His name is Micah Mortimer. Micah is a man in his 40s, I believe. He is very set in his ways. He has a routine. He doesn't like to be moved from that routine. He lives alone in an apartment, but he has a girlfriend who's got another apartment. He's the superintendent of his building, so he takes care of the other tenants. And Micah works as a tech support person, freelance, because he decided long ago he didn't like having other people tell him what to do, which I think most of us could agree with. So Micah, people call him for computer help, and he goes out to help them. It seems like mostly individuals, although he's got a few small business clients. He goes for a run first thing every morning. And one morning, his very structured routine is upset when he comes back from his run, ready to get in the shower and have breakfast and check his messages, and there's a young man sitting on his doorstep. A young man who looks like he's from a wealthy family. He's dressed very nicely in a blazer, and he explains to Micah that his mother went to college with Micah, and he tells him her name, and Micah's like, oh, great, tell your mother I said hi. No idea why this guy is here, but he doesn't seem to be leaving. So he invites him in for coffee, and the young man tells him that he thinks Micah is his biological father. Now, he doesn't have proof of this, and his mother won't say anything, but this young man thinks he's put the clues together. So this is definitely upsetting Micah's very routine world. I suspect, as with all Anne Tyler books, this one is going to have lots of heart. and be full of joy and humor. I'm enjoying it so far. Oh, and I've already found very early in the book that the redhead in the title is not a woman, but a fire hydrant. So that's interesting too. So can't wait to see where this goes. I'm enjoying it so far. Redhead by the Side of the Road by Ann Tyler. Now, I took a look at how I was doing on my reading challenges, my annual reading challenges. One of those is a classics challenge that I do every year. My goal for this year was 6 classics. And when I checked my status a little while ago, I realized I only had 5 so far. So I wanted to fit one more classic in this year. And I decided the best way to do that was to listen to a classic on audio. So I checked my backlog to see what I had, and I chose Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Now, I've never read the classic Tarzan. I have only encountered Tarzan in television and movies, and mainly the Disney animated version, which my younger son was obsessed with. So we saw that probably, a couple hundred times at least. So I'm enjoying this so far. It is, of course, as are many classics, a product of its times. There was an early reference to the savages in deepest, darkest Africa, where the ship is shipwrecked. But of course, it deals mainly with the apes. And again, a little bit of even in the animal kingdom, you can tell that it's older. Well, first of all, the apes are really aggressive. And then there's this line about how apes are larger than gorillas. And I thought, something about that doesn't sound right. And I looked it up, and yeah, gorillas are a type of ape. But aside from, some things about the way it's aged, it is so far an excellent adventure story. As in all the movies I've seen, Tarzan's parents, Lord Greystone and his wife Alice, are the ship they're on is mutinied, and the mutineers leave them on a deserted island because, they don't want to be kidnappers. They just wanted to get rid of the captain. So of course, I'm still at the beginning. So Lord Greystone is he's built like a little cabin near the beach for he and his wife, trying to protect them from the ferocious apes. And I was so excited when the narrative turned to the apes and mentioned Kala, who I know very well from the Disney animated version. So I'm enjoying this so far. Definitely something different in terms of classics for me. But there's nothing like a classic adventure story. And I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of it. Those 2 will probably take me through Christmas. Things are pretty busy right now. That's why I haven't gotten very far in this yet. And just a quick word about next week. Christmas falls on a Monday this year. Usually I post something new on Tuesday. I won't be doing that next week. At some point next week, I hope to post my annual Christmas book haul, tell you about the books I got for Christmas, as well as the ones my husband and son got. That probably won't happen right away because we're going to have a house full for a couple of days after Christmas. But at some point, I will get to that and post it, so keep an eye out for that. And that's what I'm reading this week. I would love to hear what you're reading. Please let me know in the comments down below. Take a moment to like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy a wonderful holiday season.